Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
I'm Ninetailedbrush.
I'm Nick.
And today we're going to be watching part 2 of the Fellowship of the Ring Extended Edition. We just left off with the Fellowship, Becoming the Fellowship, the title drop of the movie. You got a bunch of new characters. You got the dwarves and elves and random human people coming in.
Yeah.
Thoughts, ideas before we get into it?
I mean, I'm just excited to see where the plot progresses, because there's so much that could possibly happen. I have no idea where we're going.
Yeah, because they're going to Mordor, which is behind enemy lines.
But it's we got 9 people. They're raising a whole army. Guys,
it better be the Avengers, okay?
You're gonna sneak mission or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So we will see where it goes. If you guys are just joining us, I've seen these movies. Nick has seen these movies. We grew up watching these movies. We've read the books. I was due for a watch through. Ninetailedbrush has never watched it, so we're gonna be watching it. I'm gonna be just nerding out the entire time because I freaking love these movies. And yeah, that's how it is. Let's get into it.
Honestly, I'm kind of glad that I haven't read the books and stuff, so it allows me to
I think I watched the movies first, actually.
Really? Yeah, I did too.
I mean, I didn't watch all of the movies because I was a baby, but I did watched a version of the movies.
I just love that you don't know what's gonna happen watching these.
Yeah.
In her heart, your mother knew you'd be hunted all your life, but you'd never escape your fate. The skill of the elves can reforge the sword of kings, but only you have the power to wield it. I do not want that power.
We have this sword too.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that sword in you guys' place.
Made by the elves, you know.
Yeah,
I love that name for a sword.
As light as a feather, and as hard as dragon scales. Let me see you put it on.
Nice, dude. We're getting upgrades.
Finally, they could use it.
No.
Oh, to hold it together.
Don't show crack to the addict. Come on.
I mean, holy.
Your bond is laid to go further than you will.
That's cool.
It's crazy.
Look, Gandalf. Is it left or right?
I like that.
It's a pretty good retirement spot for Bilbo. I'm
happy for him.
I like that choice.
You know.
I love this stuff that they do, dude. And this is before they had drones and shit, right? So this is all alright, take a helicopter through New Zealand.
That's crazy. But this is a lot better than just the 4 little hobbits.
They got a chance.
Who's the one human? Not
Boromir?
Strider. Boromir?
Yeah, so there's Aragorn, Boromir, Legolas is the elf, Gimli is the dwarf. And then you got Merry and Pippin, who are the 2 hobbits, and Frodo and Sam.
Who is the other? Who is Strider's name?
Aragorn.
Aragorn.
Yeah.
Okay, Aragorn.
Sorry. We must take a pass on Carapos.
Looks nice.
Great. Oh my gosh, please.
Follow me.
Yeah, I'm worried about Boromir, because he was the one that was most drawn to it.
So small a thing.
Oh my gosh.
Such a little thing. Follow me. Give the ring to Frodo.
I feel like he's not a bad person, right?
No, yeah. But I just feel like he's not extra strong in order to,
deal with the ring.
yeah.
Like how industrial and dirty.
Yeah.
And just.
Oh, great.
And if that fails, if the mountain defeats you, will you risk more dangerous road?
Holy.
Really?
Aragorn.
You notice Legolas can walk on top of the snow?
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause he's so light.
Yeah.
Holy.
That's
That's
such
so
a sick shot.
cool. Dude, these two are too strong. Come on. Can you block it? Oh, shoot.
all through the mines of Moria.
The man is so insistent on the mines of Moria.
Wolves delved too greedily and too deep. You know what they awoke in the darkness of the flame. Let the ring bearer decide.
Okay.
Not that he knows the difference.
We will go through the mines.
But I like, it's like a little detail, like almost everybody trusts their own, like, you know, Boromir's like, oh, we should go to Gondor.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, fuck that. And then Gimli's like, we gotta go to the mines. This is where my people are, you know, like.
Sick. Well, did they change the password?
Is there a password reset?
Gandalf, try password.
Oh, goodness. It's like trying to get into my old email. Gandalf has had enough.
Throwing a little fit.
What's the Elvish word for friend?
Attaboy, Frodo.
This isn't a mine. It's a tomb. We should never have come here.
Watch out for the water thing, right? Like, we still haven't... Oh, crap. Nice. Smack it. Oh, nice.
Huge. Well,
That's... Well, we have to go through the mines now.
yeah.
But one choice.
And we still got that fire thing to worry about.
I mean, Gimli was right. It's a little more than a mine.
The wealth of Moria was not in gold or jewels, but mithril.
That's all extended edition stuff, right? Because
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, this is all.
That's the stuff that Frodo's like chainmail thing is
Yeah,
made out of.
Yeah.
Bilbo had a set of mithril rings. I have no memory of this place.
Can you imagine
Gandalf
if they
once
didn't have
again.
Gandalf though?
Yeah, true.
But to be fair, he knows more than the rest of them. Like,
Dude, you're old. You're forgetting everything.
he starts forgetting their names. It's like dementia. Frodo, who are you?
Many that live deserve death. Some that die deserve life. Can you give it to them, Frodo? Do not be too eager to deal out death and judgment. So do all who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide.
Yeah.
All
Can't decide it.
to do with the time that is given to us.
Oh,
It's like a city that's
It
the size
is.
of a cathedral. Like,
Yeah.
it's huge.
because they lived underground, which is so fucking cool. It's like they had these cities that they built in the earth.
It's as I feared.
Since when, though? Like, what is going on? They said they died by goblins, right? Because there's arrows stuck in them.
Yeah. And he was buried, right?
He is buried, though, so, like, wow. That must have been before or something.
And Gimli knew him, so it wasn't forever ago, right?
Yeah.
The bridge.
What the heck?
Somebody.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, it's so well directed.
Oh, it's blue.
It's blue.
The way that's shot, like, that
Yes,
reminds me of
and
like
it's,
Evil
moving.
Dead or
Yes.
something.
Holy shit!
Man, I don't know how we're gonna fight.
Well,
Probably a whole
it's like
bunch of
300,
them.
right? Limit them to the doorway.
Nice. Nice.
Good for the hobbits.
Go low, go low. Is that cave troll thing that he was talking about? Oh my goodness, dude.
Oh. Shh.
Oh.
2 arrows.
Let's go.
Man.
Freaking Gandalf.
Get off.
Oh, he messed up now. Nice. Come on, Frodo.
Everybody protect Frodo, man.
He's alive.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, like, the mithril armor. Come on.
You are full of surprises, Master Baggins.
Still an army of goblins.
Yeah, we still gotta figure out how we can get out. Holy. Great. It's that freaking thing.
A Balrog, a demon of the ancient world.
Right. Oh my gosh. Look at this.
No,
Who built the stairs
I know.
with no rails?
Oh my gosh. Dude. Oh, there's no turning back now.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Another perilous bridge that was meant to...
That's such a sick shot.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
oh, oh.
And servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Arnor. Go back to the shadow.
Dude, the bridge. Gosh. Oh. That was sick. Oh, snap.
You fools.
Holy crap. Well, that's great. We lost frickin'... I mean,
You have
we
to keep moving, though.
Forward, for pity's sake. By nightfall, these hills will be swarming with orcs.
Yeah.
We must reach the woods of LOTR.
I have the eyes of a hawk and the ears of a fox.
I love Gimli. Gimli's like, Elf Witch. They're like, Lady of Light. That's so sick how it's like the same but different. It's
I do love the elven like architecture of those like
they build it in the trees. It's so cool.
Gandalf the Grey did not pass the borders of this land. He has fallen into shadow.
like she can see into them. Like,
Yeah.
Do you recognize her voice from the beginning?
yeah.
Yeah.
But she didn't. She didn't want Frodo here.
The quest.
What do they say about him?
I have not the heart to tell you.
I heard a voice inside my head. She spoke of my father and the fall of Gondor. She said to me, even now there is hope left. My father is a noble man. His rule is failing. And our people whose faith.
You trust this lady?
I don't. I'm worried because she seems interested in the ring a little bit.
The fellowship is breaking.
No pressure.
It's already begun. He will try to take the ring.
Don't.
Do not deny that my heart has greatly desired this.
You can't, Frodo. Come on.
I pass the test. I will diminish and go into the west and remain. This is Nanya, the ring of animals.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
its keeper.
I totally forgot. Yeah.
Because that's how she knows the story. I mean, she was one of them.
Yeah.
Pointed to you.
I do like how this movie is like, it's almost a journey of Frodo learning what he's signing up for as well.
Yeah.
Here, you will taste man flesh.
Remember, Aragorn said that it's like or somebody said it was an army that can travel in the day.
Yeah.
There is something great to kill the others.
Shh.
Great. They got some serious looking baddies
They got
now.
roided up orcs.
One small bite is enough to fill the stomach of a grown man.
Oh, what? Okay.
At least they're getting some help, right? I mean,
Insane.
How many did you eat?
4. And for you, Samwise Gamgee, elven rope made of heathline.
Thank you, my lady. I've run out of those not shiny.
Yeah, rope does seem a little bit, you know.
And what gift would a dwarf ask the to rise above the height of all your fathers since the days of Elendil? Or to fall into darkness with all that is left of your kin?
yeah, he's got his own stuff.
Yep.
Ah, man, the landscape and everything, dude. Apparently when they were filming, they, like, fell in a million times while filming this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because those are real freaking canoes, right? You, like, throw those things off balance, you fall in.
That's funny.
Like some marathon running orcs here.
Yeah, a little more than that, even.
That's not good.
He's trying to sense more.
Oh, okay. I thought that was one of those orcs.
And if he lets the enemy to our warehouse, it will make the crossing even more dangerous.
Get some sleep.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I mean,
the words of what's her name?
Galadriel?
Galadriel are still stuck in his head
Well-
about how he has to be alone.
I do think she's right, right? With anything
No
like
way.
this, like, you are...
You were afraid. All your life, you have hidden in the shadows, scared of who you are, of what you are. I will not leave the ring within 100 leagues of your city.
Aragorn is kind of choosing to live in the shadow as opposed to embrace his
Yeah.
bloodline.
Yeah, and he's almost
But I also
pretending...
agree with Aragorn. I don't trust the men. Like,
but
I
it's
don't
not.
trust them.
I like. It's like they're both right about different things. Like Aragorn, I think isn't dealing with men because he's almost like he's like trying to be an elf, kind of like he's kind of rejecting
Yeah, he
his
is a little
bloodline
bit.
a little bit. Like he's trying a little hard. He's like,
totally
well, I know Elven, I can shoot a bow. No, kind of a little bit. And I think he's like afraid, but at the same time, they shouldn't trust men. And I do think Boromir is right in calling him out, but they shouldn't trust Gondor. Like they need to stay on their own.
Yeah,
'Cause-
I mean, like, I don't really have, like, unless the men have, like, known to repetitively be weak, I don't know that it's an exact issue to, go to them for help, because, like, I mean, we are, like, 8 people, and it does look very, almost impossible to try to,
I would
Yeah.
say
do
just
this
given the
completely
history of
alone.
the men with the rings.
Yeah, that's the only thing I would say is that,
I-
like, given the fact that the apocalypse is because of a guy, I wouldn't really trust them as
But
much.
I also
either.
see what you're saying, where it's like, what else are they supposed to do? Just go off on their own? 8 people?
Yeah, it's
you
like,
know.
what
Well, for now, I actually think how small their group is works to their advantage.
Yeah.
Like right now, like sneaking into enemy lines, you want your group to be small. That's smart. It's smart strategy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you want to involve other men because already, like they're just traveling through the land, and it's like, oh yeah, everybody knows about you in the ring. And you're like, what? Like, can you imagine if you actually involved a lot of people?
No,
like,
of course. But if it comes to that, we might need some
of
help.
course.
Just a simple matter of finding our way through Emyn an impassable labyrinth of razor-sharp rocks. And after that, it gets even better. As far as the eye. Where's Frodo?
What?
What
do you mean, where's Frodo, guys?
None of us should wander alone.
Okay. Oh,
And least
wait.
of all, so much depends on you. There are other ways, Frodo. Other paths that we might take.
I know what you would say. And it would seem like wisdom, but for the warning in my heart.
It's not your sin.
Dude.
And the death of us all! Curse you! Curse you! And all the humblest!
I love the effect of like the twilight.
Oh, yeah.
It looks so cool.
So, like, interesting. Oh,
Come on, dude,
you
take
should
it off,
as soon
please.
as you can, man.
I swore to protect you.
So did Boromir.
Would you destroy it?
Dang.
I would have gone with you to the end.
Look after the others. Especially Sam.
He didn't give,
Whoa.
Oh, snap.
Run!
That's like a smart move, though. I get it.
Oh, my, My man's a beast.
Holy.
Oh, day. Okay. Nice, nice. Nice.
Run, Frodo. Go.
Oh no! You wow! Obviously.
Oh.
Boromir. Nice. They got their daggers.
Oh.
Oh.
Legolas just mowing them down.
He's doing work.
He's like bow and arrow John Wick
Yeah,
action.
dude.
Horn of Gondor.
Let's go.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Oh! So many. Yes. Oh no.
Freaking badass.
Holy crap. Freaking another one. Oh. The heck is Gimli? Oh, nice. Oh.
It is over. The world of men will fall. And all will come to darkness. And my city to ruin. Our people failed. Our people. Our people. Some have gone. Going to Mordor alone. Of course you are. But I'm coming with you. You can't swim.
Better help him.
Well, now he has to go.
That's one way of getting someone to listen.
That's such a cool shot, though.
Goodness.
I promise. Don't you leave him Samwise Gamgee. And I don't mean to. I don't mean to.
What if we hold true to each other? We will not abandon Merry and Pippin to torment and death.
Not while we have.
We travel light. Let's hunt some
Sam. I'm glad you're with me.
What'd you think?
I thought it was freaking awesome. Like, it felt like, overall, it felt like the beginning of a journey.
Yeah.
A journey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, it was its own journey. It's
Yeah.
cool. Like,
It's so well done the way they contain all three stories in their own right.
yeah. It did feel like its own complete journey, you know? And I am kind of sad that freaking... Well, of course I'm sad Gandalf is gone.
We lost a few people, man. This is freaking...
And then Boromir at the end.
Boromir.
You know?
Boromir's death is one of the most badass movie
Yeah.
deaths on the planet.
Yeah,
It is,
I feel
it's so
like-
cool.
Even though he showed a lot of weakness and stuff, I think it makes it that much more, like, effective that he was able to, you know, kind of stay strong in the end.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I feel like you can't even say he was making up for anything, right? He was, like, I feel like even though he was tempted by the ring a lot, and of course he tried to take it from Frodo and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't matter in the end because he gave the ultimate sacrifice. And I feel like that shows truly like who he is, you know?
Yeah.
Even if he
Yeah.
does have weakness. Like
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, only really strong people would be able to like fend off the ring.
Yeah.
And I feel like Boromir...
Well, even Aragorn couldn't. Which is why I think that was such a cool moment of, like, the realization between all of them where he's like, you have to do this. You need to do this alone. Like,
yeah. But I feel like Aragorn was a lot more... he was able to stay away from
in that moment, he kind of, decided to stay away.
But that's why I think it's that much more admirable that Boromir was able to kind of, give the ultimate sacrifice in the end.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay, he was weak and he got tempted, might have tried to steal it, but, like, I mean, he sacrificed himself in the end, and I feel like that's who he was, right?
And it's cool how, like, it even counters what he said. Like, he gets pissed at Frodo and is, like, cursing all the halflings. He dies for Merry and Pippin, like, defending them.
Yeah.
And it's, like, a cool...
Without even, like, a second thought. Like, he was just there.
It wasn't even hesitation. He was like, this is what we need to do.
Yeah. He left a lot of bodies, man.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
For one
100%.
guy, like, when they just cut to the wide shot and you see how many of the Uruk-hai are left dead, like, that's badass.
And the fact that he gets shot twice with those fucking big-ass... Like, those giant-ass arrows, and he just, like, gets the fuck back up.
Yeah, he took care of all those dudes with arrows in him. Like, that was...
It's such a cool death. It's like, that's the way... If you're gonna die, that's the way to go.
Yeah, it just makes me... Yeah... Because I was like,
you're feeling
on him a little bit in the beginning.
yeah.
But it's like, you show your true colors when you're close to death, and it's like, that's who he was.
And the development of Aragorn, like, now wearing the gauntlets.
I like that.
Like just that, their whole dynamic of, like, him, like, respecting him as a king and being like, look, you can... It's cool. I like how they...
Yeah, that's crazy, because, of course, like, Aragorn, he's with the elves and stuff, and he does feel like a sort of... He almost feels like he kind of betrays the human side of him.
Like, kind of rejects that side. Yeah.
It's kind of like, oh, we need you, but, you're kind of with the elves. But, like, I'm interested to see because his, predecessor was...
Isildur.
Right? And he didn't...
Yeah.
Wait, he was not the one that couldn't throw the ring in the...
Yeah, he's the one who...
He's the guy.
He's the king. Yeah.
And so I feel like... I don't know. I feel like he would get more, or that weighs on him a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And that he's trying to. He's like, I'm not, a king or whatever. I feel like he is rejecting that side of him because of his predecessor and how he wasn't able to, throw the ring in the fire and overcome that weakness. But I feel like now with, it's cool to see now with how Boromir died, that he kind of. Sees this sort of responsibility that he has to the humans, right? To the men.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's cool to see. I just like seeing that, of course, as an elvish, girlfriend or whatever. But it's like, you're still human, and I feel like you do, in a way, you have some sort of responsibility to him, especially since he is the true king, right?
Yeah.
I really like that you noticed that because I feel like it's very easy to notice, like, Boromir's growth. And Aragorn is like has less to do, but that he does learn something from Boromir, and in that moment sees, like you're saying, like kind of that allegiance and his duty a little bit.
But for everybody, like that's what's blowing my mind is watching it again. Like the mistake of this movie would be like, all right, the focus is Frodo, but like there's so many damn characters, and I know it's a three-hour movie, but it's only 3 hours. Like that's not super long. And the fact that they have this entire fellowship and, like, everybody has an arc. Like, fucking Sam going after Frodo at the end is just, like, an absolutely beautiful moment.
That was
awesome. Such a cool moment. And the fact that, like, Aragorn develops as a character, develops as a character, and you see even, like, Legolas and Gimli kind of, like they're united. They're like a team. Whereas, like, at the fellowship meeting, they weren't a team at all, right?
Yeah.
So, like, even that unit being closer together and Boromir's arc development, even Merry and Pippin, like giving up their shit for Frodo and like the fact that they do that and wind that into a story while setting up a greater story while also focusing and making it all about Frodo is just masterful.
Yeah, I feel like, we start off with a whole bunch of people from, different races and stuff. And it's like, you're kind of questioning whether or not these people are gonna, betray Frodo. Or, you don't really know their true intentions. But like, when shit hits the fan, like we see that these people are, they're giving their all for Frodo and the good of everyone. It's kind of cool,
Yeah, it's interesting, and it's interesting how like I don't know, even the Fellowship. Like the more you think about it, at least I think it's like it's not like they were well picked, but it's also like to me it almost seems like they're the only people who are willing to do it.
Well, they
You know
all
what I mean?
volunteered, right?
That's what I'm saying. So it's in a weird way. It's almost like even Elrond, who was like helpful. He's like, all right, well, get that shit out of my land. Like,
Yeah.
moving on. Like they're the only ones, whether they're the best or not. It's like they're the only ones who are willing to like get off their selfish ass and like actually be like, look, we need to worry about something greater than ourselves.
Yeah, and yeah, as much as they complain and stuff about, having to trek through whatever the marshland and stuff, like they still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's cool.
Exactly.
And on like a superficial dynamic, they're all like I like their dynamic. I like all the actors and all the characters and the world.
Their personalities
Like,
and
they're
just how
funny
it all
and well
goes.
done.
Yeah, we got a lot of the elves this
Movie.
this movie. I am interested to see a little more of like the dwarf side of things, and
Okay.
kind of because we see that there is some sort of little bit of tension between some of the races and stuff, and I want to see
Between
if,
all of them, basically.
yeah, I want to
Yeah.
see if this sort of group, because they are all the races, at least that I know of, that are kind of working together. I want to see like in the future if we're able to kind of like reconcile whatever problems we have in the past, and actually get some big battles and stuff. That would be kind of crazy.
Yeah. I mean, these movies are just so epic. Like, even this first movie, it's just so fucking epic and so well done, and I love these movies.
Yes.
And it's so cool, like, you don't know where the story's going to go or what's going to happen.
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
sorry,
characters,
predictions.
you
What do you
know?
think? First of all, because, I mean, I feel like this movie changes so much from the beginning. You're like, whoa.
Yeah, like, because we start off with, like, learning about the freaking hobbits and stuff, and then it's
Yeah.
all of a sudden, and, we gotta get this ring and destroy it.
But then
Yeah.
you're like, okay, now we have our crew, and then the end of this
Yeah.
movie's like, nope. Like,
Yeah,
what?
the crew's gone by the end.
Yeah, I actually thought the crew would stay together for, like, the entirety of the series. I
Yeah.
was feeling that way, but
Exactly.
I guess not.
Do you
Like,
have any predictions? Do you have any idea where this is going? Because I forget that, too. I was thinking that as I was watching it. I was like, you have no idea where this is going. Like,
Well, I don't know. I mean, I feel like, well, obviously Frodo and Sam, they're going off on their own. Their main goal is to get rid of this ring, right? They got to
Yeah.
destroy it in Mount Doom or whatever, right? And so I feel like their journey is going to be,
they got their thing.
they got to do their thing, right?
Yeah.
Then we got our fellowship. I don't know if it's called that anymore.
but
It's
the
kind of
crew that's
fellowship,
left,
right?
yeah.
And then they got to save Merry and Pippin, right?
Yeah.
But then after that, like, the biggest thing is, like, we still got Saruman,
Yeah.
right? And an entire army of,
And then
like,
yeah.
also all of
Yeah.
Sauron, right? Like, they have different areas.
Yeah.
They don't work in the same area. So
So
you have
Mordor-
Isengard and all of Sauron's troops, and then you have all of
Saruman.
Mordor, or Saruman's
Saruman
troops,
and
Isengard.
and then you have all of fucking Sauron's shit in Mordor.
Yeah, so, like, is Mordor, like, so Mordor, what do they have? Like, are they, like, orcs and stuff, too? Or what is that? Or is that
Yeah,
told in the
there's
future?
they're orcs.
They're
You'll see
mostly-
more.
Okay,
You'll see. I don't
No,
want to say
don't
too
tell
much.
me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they're...
You'll see more as it goes.
Okay, cool. Well, then, I mean...
I just think rewatching it, there's so many great parts of the movie. I think my favorite thing that I just love are the 9 riders, like the ring wraiths.
Oh, the ring wraiths are
The
so
way, like, from the design to the way that Peter Jackson chose to film them.
Yes.
And, like, show them come in. And it's a pretty simple with their cloaks. I like how you don't see anything whatsoever.
But you get
We
the
get
hint.
glimpses.
But then
also
when
you
he
get
puts
the
on the
hints.
ring, right, like,
Yeah.
you see kind
And
of
even
what
the
they
fact
look
that, like, when he throws the torch, it sticks in the hood. You're like, what
Yeah.
the... Right? Like, there's just these
Yeah.
weird hints of, like, this otherworldliness. That you're
Yeah.
totally right.
Yeah, like that just stood out. I was like, that was so well done. I don't know, everyone who was involved in their creation.
The way that
people did
they
the sound,
walk, everything's
The
slower.
choreography of how they, how they all hold the
Yeah,
swords
yeah,
up and they're all
exactly,
moving
yeah.
as, like, a unit. I was like,
like
holy
these dark
shit.
priests or
This is
something.
weird,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's really
It is so well
unsettling
done.
and
Yeah,
really
it's cool.
neat.
It's not just a bunch of, like, orcs are cool, but, like, it's not just a bunch of orcs. It's
Yeah.
like these are different,
Yeah.
Well, it's
I do
done
like
slower, too, I noticed. Like, most of the time they're in slow motion.
Yeah.
Or you can't hear them walking, which is fucking freaky. Like, when they go in to kill the hobbits... That is such a cool part of just them, like, floating across the freaking
Yeah.
ground with all
Yeah.
this, like, mist and shit. And then, like, all raising their
Like,
swords at the
looming
same
over
time.
them.
You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
that was cool.
gosh, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really fun to see again.
That's cool. I think they do a really cool job of, like, magic. It's a new... I mean, it's the original take, but it's... I guess treating it in the modern age, I think it's a cool, unique take on like different magic, and you don't see like freaking like all the elements or like spells. It's like it's different, and it's like still kind of. I like how you as the viewer almost are in like Frodo's shoes, where you're just as kind of like, oh fuck, like what's happening now? Like, oh, there's the freaking horses in the water, like summoned out of nowhere. Like, you're almost looking into this world like they are, and I like that. I think that's cool.
I do like experiencing that from that sort of lens rather than completely explaining like how stuff works, what stuff is. It is interesting to see because you do feel like Frodo, you're just getting thrown into this. Holy crap! What are you talking about? The blade of whatever? Like, great, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here too. Like,
everybody's
Frodo,
got like 6 different names, like Aragorn, Strider. You're like, oh shit.
It's like, man, I feel you, Frodo. We're in this together. Goodness, yeah.
But yeah, I think these are really well done movies. So obviously we're gonna be watching The Two Towers next week, the extended edition. That's gonna be up on Patreon for certain levels of you people. If you guys are watching this out on YouTube, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have been super crazy, super supportive. This is one of my favorite series in the world. I think this is the most enjoyable reaction I have filmed so far. Like, this is so fun.
It's just fun to rewatch.
It's
right?
so fun
An
to rewatch.
excuse to sit down and watch Lord of the Rings.
Like, I was due for a rewatch, and this is just fucking awesome. So,
the same.
thank you for joining us. Thank you for making this this awesome. And thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.